Okay, my friends, we are going to get started with today's call. First, I want to thank you for jumping on and joining me. This is going to be a very in-person, real-life, casual call. If you're anything like me, when you register for a free training and then you get on and it feels like you're talking to a machine, it's a little bit of a turnoff. So I like to come to you raw and real in real time. There also will be a recording that you can catch later. So I will be posting that in the email thread. So today I'm going to teach you how to make your first $1,000 to $5,000 by creating and launching a digital product and sell it passively without the fear of it not being profitable. This is going to be the ultimate blueprint. In today's training, I'm going to show you exactly how to choose a profitable digital product that aligns with, hopefully you can hear me, that aligns with your life experiences so that you can create and launch without the fear that nobody will buy. So basically, I'm going to show you a process of taking your idea and actually validating it with real market research numbers. Number two, I'm going to show you how to create a multi-dimensional content strategy that will attract your ideal follower and convert them into a raving fan that is excited to buy your digital product. I'm going to showcase 3 case studies of wildly successful digital product launches that I've worked with, what made them successful, and how they created a passive income stream. I'm going to show you how to strategically build an email list full of buyers so that you can leverage and monetize it for years to come. Because, pro tip, professionals build email lists because you own it and you can control who sees what. Email is 10 times more powerful than social media, which is why I always teach to start building your list from day one. I'm going to show you the top 3 mistakes people make when launching a digital product that result in failed launches and how to avoid them, plus my secret roadmap to creating an irresistible digital product that you can charge a premium for so that you are getting the most out of each purchase. This is the exact strategy I use to sell over $50,000 worth of digital products to date. And a lot of this was done while I had very small kids home with me and I was working during nap time. It's very doable if you're strategic and you follow a proven system. This is the exact strategy I used to build an email list of over 14,000 subscribers without ever spending a single dollar in ad revenue, which has allowed me to do things like stay at home with my kids when they were little. We paid off credit cards. We've been able to pay off our cars because of the help of the money that I was able to bring in through digital products, send our kids to a private school, go on fun trips, pay for all the extras for my kids, and help take some of the financial burden off my husband's shoulders, which was a lot of the reasons that I wanted to create an additional income stream for our family. And it's exactly how I've helped women all around the world build out amazing businesses as well. We'll get into some more testimonials in a little bit, but these are just a few of the women that I've worked with to create personal brands and digital products and launch them successfully. Because here's the thing, the single most valuable thing that you need to know about creating and launching a profitable digital product is setting up a long-term sustainable business plan is greater than banking on going viral. Laying a solid foundation and consistency trump viral hacks and getting rich quick ideas every single time. So today I want to demystify the process of making money with digital products and teach you exactly how to make your first $1,000 to $5,000 by creating and launching a digital product and sell it passively without the fear of it not being profitable. This is an ultimate blueprint that has been tried and proven. Because you see, when it comes to creating and launching digital products, there are a lot of questions come up. Many questions, some of the top questions I get are things like, how do I know if my idea is profitable? How do I build an audience to sell my digital product to? How do I sell a digital product without feeling salesy? How do I automate the whole process so I can do as little as work as possible? Because honestly, it always takes work to get the groundwork to get up and running. But I know as a busy mom, like you have very limited hours to actually spend on your business. So you want to do that as efficiently as possible. You might have questions like, where should I start posting? Should I start Instagram, YouTube, TikTok? Should I start a blog? These are just common questions people have. What kind of software should I use on my digital product? Where should I store it? Maybe you're torn between what topic or niche to pursue, and you want someone to help you identify which would be the most profitable. Well, if any of those describe what you're feeling, I want you to know that you are in the right place. These are very common questions that people have, and I'm going to answer a lot of those in this training today. Because here's what we're going to cover. Today, we're going to cover a lot of the questions we just talked about. We're going to cover choosing a profitable niche, to actually put numbers to your market research to see if your idea is profitable. I'm going to teach you how to create a multidimensional content strategy, because content is what drives sales. And in the atmosphere that we live in, content, it needs to be multidimensional, meaning that you're presenting it in multiple different ways that people consume it. I'm going to showcase 3 wildly successful digital product launches of clients that I've worked with. I'm going to show you how to strategically build an email list full of buyers, because that's where people buy primarily. They buy more in email than they do on social media. I'm going to show you the top 3 mistakes people make when launching a digital product and how to avoid them. And I'm going to show you my roadmap to creating and launching your own irresistible digital product so you can charge a premium so you're getting the most out of every single purchase. Okay. So, before we dive in, I want to mention 2 things. Number 1, if you have anything open on your desktop right now, please close it. If you have Facebook or Instagram or your email or any other applications open, if you will just close it, just because we're going to go through a lot on this training today, and I want you to get the most as possible. We're not going to be able to go back through and cover anything or take questions at the end because we just don't have enough time. So we're going to go fast. I don't want you to miss anything. So make sure you have a pen and paper out and that you're taking notes on any questions or any strategies that you are answering some of your questions. We're going to go over this entire process. First, I'm going to show you some success stories and kind of how it works. And then I'm going to show you the entire process start to finish. And I don't want you to miss some of the most important pieces at the end, where I'm going to wrap it all up and bring it full circle. But before we get into that, I first want to talk to you about why you should be paying attention to what I'm covering today in this video. First, I want you to meet my client, Shay. Shay is a homeschool mom of 4 who, after following this exact process, said, I have said it once, but I'll say it again. I've spent thousands of dollars on social media training over the last 10 years, and I've never come across anything like what Colleen is offering. And I'm going to go into her success story a little bit later in this training, but I just want to give you a quick glimpse. When she started working with me, she actually had under 1,400 Instagram followers. She had like 400, but neither of us took a screenshot because the way she exploded just happened like very quickly. So by the time I got a screenshot of her profile, she was at 1,400 subscribers, and you can see she's at 68,000 as of today. And that was when I made these slides, which was last night, and she went up to 70 overnight. So literally she's just exploding. She has sold over, some of these numbers are old, honestly, because of how quickly she's progressed, but she has now an email list of over 15,000 subscribers. She's sold over $4,000 worth of digital products. She has a content system that she is able to post in a very easy way, and she's growing her email list and making sales in her sleep every single day. Next, this is Liz from Doha. She worked with me. She launched her digital product, made $1,200, completely made back her investment in my coaching services, which, by the way, so did Shay. She made back all of her investment, because that's my biggest goal with this program, is that you can start it, follow it to the T, and make back your investment, and then have a plus, and then have a passive income system that's literally just generating sales as you're creating content. Liz says, I love how approachable Colleen is. She's there to answer any questions. And she, let's see here. Well, her project at this point was still a work in progress, that she loved my mentorship. And just in her beta launch in 3 weeks, she made $1,200. And Courtney, who wanted to remain anonymous, but she already had an audience but wasn't monetizing with digital products, and she created and launched a $29 guide, and she made, this was in the first 3 months, over $14,000. And I just loved her testimonial. It literally made my whole day. It said, it's hard for me to share this because I don't want to be bragging, but I just had to show you what you have done for my family over the last 3 months. This is all because of you. Thank you. I'm so incredibly grateful for you. And this is exactly why I do what I do, is because digital products, social media, passive income funnels are honestly incredibly underrated, especially for stay-at-home, work-at-home, working moms, because they're fairly easy to create and launch, and they can be an incredible income stream for your family that really changes everything for your family. And this is what my client Holly said. I signed up to work with Colleen after a discovery call because I knew she was offering what I've been missing in my social media. She worked closely with me, guiding me through ideas and moving the pace along. Just after 6 weeks, I launched my own freebie. My email list has grown to 120 people. My personal goal was 100. And the best part, it's all mine. It's not a company. It's not a teammate. It's all my own. This is just the beginning, and I'm sharing with everyone I know who wants to grow an online business. I'd recommend Colleen every single time. And you can see she's already got her subscriber list up and running, because again, I teach to start and lead with email, because I know for sure, not only from all the training I've taken, but all the trainings I've implemented and my own trainings, people buy through email way more than they do social media. Next, I want to talk about having the privilege to work with women all around the world and help them build amazing businesses with a focus on long-term sustainability and not just a flash in the pan. So these are more people I've worked with. Here's sales, 66 bundles sold. That's like a digital product. This person made over $2,000, 1,500 so far, up to 36,000. I'm sorry, 3,600. And this person made 2,320 in her first 24 hours. These are people who are working on their email subscriber list, and these are just people that had breakthroughs, because a lot of what I teach is mindset stuff, because honestly, mindset is one of the hardest parts of seeing this entire thing through. Even personally, the biggest struggle I've had is just the mindset of seeing it through, believing that someone would buy what you have to offer. That's a huge thing, is people are like, I can't imagine somebody wanting to buy this. So these are just people that have had breakthrough, like mental and mindset breakthrough, I should say. So with the exact strategy that I'm going to teach you today, I've sold over $53,000 worth of digital products and coaching services, and I hit my first $14,000 month, which was a huge feat for me. You can see all the screenshots here, and this was just from signing, both enrolling my passive income stream, which was digital products, and then also taking on coaching clients. And that's something I teach. I am not someone who's gung-ho on one single revenue stream. I believe in the diversification of revenue. So that means affiliate marketing. It means affiliate marketing. It means one-on-one coaching. It means digital products. It means high-level coaching. Hey, Cassie, thanks for jumping on. If you want to turn your video on, you're more than welcome to. And that has all been the exact method that I have used to hit my first $14,000 month, which was amazing and a huge blessing to my family. My personal blog on curly wavy hair care, that's what I started in, receives over 360,000 views every single year. I've been able to reach over 1 million people on Pinterest, and I've had multiple Instagram reels go viral. And these are just a few things some of my clients have said on top of what we've already talked about. Oh my goodness, working with Colleen has given me major breakthrough. Not only is she super kind and encouraging, has a concrete action steps. Colleen is on time, checks in regularly, and always does everything she can. Everything she says she's going to do. Sorry, she's a joy to work with. This person has 10 new subscribers in 1 day. So if you multiply that times 30, 365, the average cost per email subscriber is $2 to $3 depending on your niche. So when you're getting those subscribers for with no ad revenue, that's essentially money in your pocket as long as you're monetizing through email, which is what I teach. This person had 750 on their list, launched the product in 7 days, made $2,300, and that was at a low ticket digital product, starting at $29. And this person said she explained the difference between a digital product and digital course and the value of each of them. I left feeling like I could go implement immediately. So my practical value in such a short training, it made me excited for my call with her. So I'm so grateful for Colleen, her endless knowledge. I've been working with her one-on-one specifically to create marketing funnels for my clients. I'm constantly blown away by the methods that Colleen is offering. So this is just basically to show you guys that I'm not making this stuff up, and I've worked with multiple people that are having success, because if you're anything like me, you've probably sat on calls like this before and you're just like, I always want to see that someone has actually done it. They're not just teaching something they learned, if that makes sense. So now we're going to go transition to you. What if you are starting from scratch? And it's great to see the transformation of what other people are doing, but what if you are just getting started? What we're going to go through a little later today is a case study. I don't want to cheat and just show you like the glorious end results. I want to share how I got started, where you might be right now, and give you a complete picture of the full process. Because I think a huge part of the problem is people like to share these glamorized stories. And then when someone gets into it, they're like, wow, this is a lot different than I thought it was going to be. And that's why I'm sharing this training with you today. So I'm going to show you how I started my business from my phone in the middle of the night while I was working my baby, nursing my baby. It was right around this time. My kids are a little bit older now, but this little guy he was a little bit younger than this actually. And I was nursing him up all night, which I'm sure a lot of moms can relate to. And I had insomnia too, which was a really bad combination with having a nursing baby. And I couldn't sleep. And I had this idea for weeks. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start it. And I remember I went to GoDaddy, I booked my URL, started my blog, and I just started writing blogs on my phone in my notes. And then I transferred them over. And then that led to all sorts of different things. It led to email marketing. It led to digital products. It led to Pinterest. It led to basically this entire story. So this is the after. That's the before. The before was like the idea, the fear that I'm not sure how. The after is being able to earn sales all the time. Like on this day, I had someone enroll in my program and just PayPal'd me $495 while I was like literally at lunch with my kids at Chick-fil-A. And it's like the best feeling ever is when you're just out with your family and random people are sending you money because they found your passive income system, and they don't even talk to you sometimes. Like some of my offers, there's one-on-one coaching. Some of them is just completely work at your own pace. And it's literally the most amazing feeling. And right now we live in a time that we all have a phone in our hands. We're all on our phones in our hands all the time. So it's like, why not be using that time to create a passive income system instead of just scrolling and consuming and getting in a rut of just overconsumption. So what you're looking at here is the end result of what I teach. I started as a stay-at-home mom in the middle of the night, just wanted to pay for groceries and add a little bit of extra income. And now I have a whole system that's bringing in money all the time. Plus I have the ability to sign one-on-one clients or offer affiliates to people. So what I want to do now is take you back to the first 30 days of this process and show you exactly what I did step by step to get these results. So what I felt, because a lot of this comes into like feelings or would drive emotions and would drive action. So what I felt the first 30 days I started my business, scared, confused about where to start, lack of clarity on choosing a niche or topic. I'm a multi-passionate person, and the idea of like choosing a topic just felt so scary because I wanted actual market numbers and I had no idea how to get them. I had no idea how to create a digital product. I didn't know what social media platform to choose. I had no idea what software to choose. And I was scared that nobody would buy my product. I was scared I would put myself out there and put all this work and nobody would show up, nobody would buy. So before we dive into this case study, first I want to talk about the most common mistakes people make when it comes to creating and launching a digital product. These are the top 3 mistakes people make when launching a digital product that result in failed launches and how to avoid them. Because trust me, I've had multiple failed launches and I want you to learn from my mistakes because they're literally the worst. Digital product killer number one, failing to do market research and to validate your idea. This is such a problem, and I think it is exacerbated by social media because so many people are saying, your passion, your experiences, everything's monetizable. You just have to be vulnerable and share your story. That is partially true. I don't want to knock that. It's super important that you're connecting your story to your idea because it is going to make you stand out in the marketplace. But at the end of the day, a marketplace is a marketplace and saturation is a real thing, which is why I work with a lot of people and I have a whole process called the choose method, which is where we go into the nitty gritties of market research to help you choose and validate your idea before you run with it. So you don't end up in a niche that is not profitable, because that can happen. And it's the number one killer of online business. Number two, digital product killer number two, failing to start an email list from day one, because people buy through email. We've already talked about this a little bit, but I want to reiterate because it's a huge misconception that you just start online, you start building on Instagram, you start building on TikTok, and that's all that matters. No, that's just a tool to drive to your email list. People buy through email. You can literally Google how important email is and how much more sustainable it is. So that's why from day one, I teach people start a freaking email list, because it's going to support you long-term. It's not going to have the ebb and flow that algorithms on different social medias have. Digital product killer mistake number three, here it is. Mistake number three is making your digital product one surface. Okay. Here's what I'm going to show you an example in just a minute. And I'm going to show you an example of the one surface digital product that I originally made versus the multidimensional. Okay. I have a whole training that goes into the psychology on this and the design of it and the promotion of it. But what you need to know is glass versus diamond. Just bear with me because I'm going to bring this all full circle. Glass versus diamond is glass is one surface, diamond is multi-surface. When you have glass, it's common, nobody cares. But when you have multi-surface, it's a prized possession that is very expensive, right? So what you want to do is apply the diamond rule to your digital product, okay? This was the first digital product I launched that sold one, and it was $19. And I literally cried because it was the worst feeling ever. But after tweaking things and doing research and taking trainings and pulling things that I like from trainings versus what I didn't like for trainings, versus what worked, what didn't work for me personally. Okay. After I did that, I turned this daily tracker that was just like an $8 digital product into an entire bundle of resources that were created in different formats to help my person get an actual true transformation. Okay. And that went from selling one at $19 to selling over 2,000, but that's like an old number. Honestly, I've probably sold over $4,000 worth of this product, which is just a $29 product. So I basically took an $11 digital guide, beefed it up with value, and turned it into a $29 guide, and then took that and run with it. And it's one of my best sold products. Take a little drink here. And here it is. So here's another one. Here's another product of mine. The single surface product versus the multidimensional. And again, I have a whole process that shows you the nitty-gritties of how to build this. It's not just the mock-up. This is just helps portray to show you what's inside the program, but the idea is to make it multidimensional. Okay, so case study starting from scratch. This might be where you're at right now, okay? You see the potential of a digital product and how profitable it could be. You know that you have a skill or multiple skills that you could teach. You understand how powerful social media can be in creating a passive income stream. You just don't know how to bring all the pieces and make them fit together. And you just want a step-by-step roadmap so that you can connect all the dots, okay? I'm going to walk you through what that process looks like. I'm going to show you 3 real-world case studies of people who launched digital products and were successful and are still making sales in a very passive way. Number 1, my girl Shay. I've already talked to you about her a little bit, okay? She's awesome. She's a homeschool mom of 4. If you don't think you can do this, I'm telling you, if a homeschool mom of 4 can, you definitely can. She started with less than 1,000 followers. I told you before, I didn't get a screenshot of that, but I promise you that's a real thing. She had 0 on her email list. She was passionate about teaching others about the Bible, but had no idea if she could monetize it and how. She saw the potential of creating and launching a digital product, but didn't know where to start. And she had invested tons of money in a course that left her feeling like she didn't know where to start. After she had worked with me and applied everything I'm going to teach you today, she went viral multiple times, gained 68,000 followers. That's because of the Content Vortex. That's a multi-dimensional content strategy. Added over 10,000, but she emailed me today and said that she's at 16,000 email subscribers on her email list organically, has generated over $4,000 worth of revenue in digital products, started her blog, started her YouTube channel, made back her complete investment with my coaching services times plus more, and is launching her first real life physical product, okay, which I've helped her, walk through the process of, and has been very exciting. This is kind of just part of it, part of her transformation. Case study number 2, we talked about this person a little bit. I can't share a ton because she wants to remain anonymous, which is totally fine. She, though, already had a following. So Shay had started with not a lot of following. This person had a following. She was monetizing in a few other ways, but mostly affiliates that were paying like 3 to 5%, which is really not a lot. We created a digital product together. She launched it in just 3 months. This was her total earnings from a $29 digital guide. So again, this is to show you that it can work for someone that's starting from 0 like Shay, or it can work for someone that's already earning, already doing stuff, but wants to add an additional revenue stream. Then we're going to go to case study number 3, which is me. A little bit about me. Shortly after I had my second baby, we were living paycheck to paycheck, and I decided there had to be a better way. I wanted to give my kids all the extras in life. I wanted to help the financial burden with my family. I wanted to create a creative outlet because I missed working, and I wanted to stay home with my kids, but I also wanted to work. And that's kind of when I started getting into online marketing, social media marketing, digital products. What I've built is a website from scratch. I wrote codes. I built the entire thing. It gets over 100,000 views each year now, over 10,000 followers on Instagram, over 27,000 followers on Pinterest, plus over 1 million views. I've sold over $52,000 worth of digital products and coaching services. I built an email list of 14,000 subscribers, wrote a complete social media marketing and digital marketing curriculum, built a high converting quiz funnel, and started a coaching business that I currently work with clients that are getting similar results to these. Here's just a few screenshots. You may have seen some of these earlier, but I just want to share them again. These are my email subscribers. These are the income I've made. These are screenshots of the income I've made. And a lot of this truly has been in a passive way. When my kids were really little, I worked 10 or under hours a week. Now I work more than that because they're all in school, but I'm still nowhere close to a 40-hour week. I really work when I want to. So now you might be wondering, okay, what's the secret? Like, I see what you're saying. It makes sense. It looks legit. What's the secret to starting from scratch from your phone and building a business that pays you while you sleep? Well, there are actually 3 secrets that I'm going to share with you right now. Secret number 1, choose a profitable digital product topic that aligns with your skill set and life experience using the 3-word method. Now, I have talked about this a little bit, and that's a lot of how I teach is I teach in layers because our brains can only comprehend so much in a given moment. So all of my trainings, I'll introduce a topic and then I'll go through and I'll reiterate it. And that's what I'm doing now. So the secret is it's not just your passion and it's not just your skill set. It's a combination of both. And that's what I teach, because if you're passionate about something, but you don't have a skill, you're not gonna be able to stick with it. And if you have a skill set, but you really hate doing it, it's not going to be a good fit either. So I like to use a 3-word method where I come up with 3 words that are, you can do this right now, something you're passionate about, something you're skillful in, and something you've had experience in. Okay. So it doesn't even have to be necessarily, in the same niche. It could even be in a separate niche, but that's going to give us a starting point of understanding your likes, your dislikes, all of that. Then we're going to bring that down to a single keyword. So, and we're going to use this tool. This is something I want you to take this away from this training. This is a huge part. Okay. It might seem like this is tedious. I've had clients that say like, Shay, you'll see her testimonial. And she said like, that was super tedious. I didn't really want to do it, but it made a huge difference. This is the keyword research part. Okay. You can install this keywords everywhere onto your browser on Google. okay? Once you figure out what the things you're passionate about and you boil them down to one single keyword. So this is one of my clients who is a piano teacher and she's introverted and she loves teaching. She wants to teach music theory. So we went in here, we typed, after you install this on your browser, Keywords Everywhere, it gives you data. Okay. Now there's a whole process to this that I teach inside my course. I'm just giving you a little snapshot because we don't have enough time to go all the way into it. When you do this, you type in whatever your keyword is and you can see volume, how many people, that means how many people are searching for this each month versus competition. Competition is how many people are actually publishing content about it. The reason this is so important is because when you have a topic that you tend to research or like or follow on social media, all those outlets show you that topic over and over again. So like, for instance, I see all the time everything about marketing, but you probably don't because you're not into that. So it's important to do keyword research so that you can see what's actually happening in the marketplace. So in this example, music theory is a gold mine of a keyword because the amount of volume versus competition. The volume is high, the competition is low. So I would consider this a green light market that would be very profitable to go into. Secret number 2, create a multi-dimensional content strategy that will attract your ideal follower using the content vortex. The content vortex is a whole workbook that you gain access to inside of my course. But for the sake of this video, what I want to teach you is what it comes down to, no matter what platform, whether it's blog, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, any of those, you have to create content with 4 different purposes. And I want you to think of this as putting those people into buckets. The person who doesn't know who you are. So that's the kind of content that's like trending content or B-roll on Instagram, or maybe a strong call out, like saying you're a millennial mom who wants to learn how to read the Bible. That's what my client Shay did. And you find my account. Okay. So it's really the surface level. And that is going to appeal to the person who doesn't know who you are. Secondly, it's the person who is interested in what you do, but just wants to learn a little bit more. And that's where educational content is going to help a ton. So that's where you're going to go in, you're going to give the tips and tricks, you're going to educate them on some facet of the niche you're talking about. Number 3 is case studies. Case studies can be your own personal transformation or anyone you've worked with, but it's super important that that's going to prove how valid you are in the marketplace in that niche topic when you're able to say, hey, I had this transformation on this, and now I've taught it to these people, and these are their transformations after applying my method. And lastly is the invitation. You always want to but include in your content strategy invitation type content so that you can invite them to the next steps. Because people, when they consume content, they're not naturally prone to be like, oh, I guess I should buy that, or oh, I guess I need to reach out. You kind of have to lead them along the way, just because the nature of there's a disconnect in screens and online versus real life. So you have to tell them like, hey, take action. Okay. Once you master these 4 buckets of content, these are the core of what you need for literally any platform. That's why I don't teach one specific platform. I teach content in general, because once you understand the foundations of content, you can apply them to any platform across any way that you want to post, okay? Whether it be long form, short form, whatever. And secret number 3, strategically build an email list full of buyers. I've already talked about this a little bit, but I want to show you how you can actually do that. You want to build an email list full of buyers, that meaning people that want to buy from you, so that you can leverage and monetize it for years to come, because every niche you can monetize, every profitable niche you can monetize in multiple ways. You can do physical products, you can do digital products, you can do coaching, you can do affiliates, you can do sponsor posts. Like literally the sky's the limit. You can do this by creating a lead magnet, also known as a freebie or an email opt-in. based off the keyword research we've already done. So, you can do this. This is what this looks like. Simply put, we start by taking your keyword that was validated, and we turn that into a freebie. This is where you explain not the how, but the what, or whatever the transformation is the person wants. For example, if I'm going to teach about digital products, what do they want? They want to know what niches are profitable. So that was my lead magnet. Another one was a starter kit or a roadmap or a beginner's guide. One of my Curly Girl lead magnets, top opt-ins, top converting, was a beginner's guide to curly hair care. And that did really, really well because I was just giving them the what. This is what you need to do. And when you create a lead magnet that gives them the what, not the how, it leads them into the how, which is where you have the opportunity to upsell them to paid products. Okay. And as a matter of fact, when done properly, when you do the keyword research properly that we've already talked about, okay, you figure out what's a good fit for you, you can build your entire business off that. So my client Shay, the one that blew up and is still blowing up, we built her entire business off this single keyword. Where do I start reading the Bible? We went through what she was passionate about. We went through what her skill set was. We went through what she wanted to talk about. We pulled out, it was something about reading the Bible. We dug in and we did the heavy key research. We found that there were 12,000. You don't even need that much keyword research. You just need more searches than you do competition. This many people, over 12,000 a month, were searching for that keyword. And only 0.09% of people are actually creating content on it. So what we did was we built her content strategy off that single keyword phrase. We built her lead magnet off of that single keyword phrase, and we built her digital product all off of that single keyword keyword phrase. So the secret to launching a profitable digital product is choose a profitable digital product that aligns with your skill set and experience and life experiences using the 3-word method. Create a multidimensional content strategy that will attract your ideal follower using the content vortex, and strategically build an email list full of buyers so that you can leverage and monetize it for years to come. That's it. That's the entire roadmap. And that's going to be a sustainable roadmap versus constantly chasing virality and, everything on social media. This is how you do it in a sustainable way. The big mistake I see people make is they get caught up in all the time-consuming tips and tricks that amount to nothing more than busy work, mulling over different niche ideas instead of actually running hard data, spending all their time on a single social media platform, but failing to ever even start an email list or go deeper with multi-level content. Spending years having all these great ideas. I can't tell you how many moms are like, I should have started a blog 5 years ago. I should have started, 4 years ago. But it's like the quote, the best day to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best day to plant a tree is today. That follows this entire idea. And the other mistake I see people make is working hard to build an audience, but have no strategy to monetize it. I have friends that have done this. They build audiences, they build great audiences, but then because at first they never monetized from the beginning, they never built an email list from the beginning, they build a list full of people who aren't interested in buying from them. So then their list is not a buyer's list. They just have a whole bunch of followers that aren't there to buy from them. And now they don't know or can't monetize. All of those things can have a place, building an audience, mulling over ideas. But when you're focused on building a sustainable business that actually pays you, they will keep you stuck. So with that being said, I know you probably have questions like, exactly, how do I choose a niche after conducting the research? How do I actually create a multidimensional digital product? Where do I store my email subscribers? How do I deliver my free lead magnet? And how do I actually execute a content strategy? You probably have these questions or more. I totally get it. I've been there. So what I've given you today is a roadmap. I've handed it to you on a silver platter. You can literally take everything you learned today and implement it on your own and have success if you follow this strategy. So right now you actually have two options. You can take the information that you learned today and you can implement it on your own, which I'd be happy for you to do, or we can work together. And I'm going to make a special opportunity for you to work with me just for being on this call and watching until the end. So I'm going to take a little bit of time now to tell you exactly what is included when we work together, and then we'll go from there. So before I tell you how much it is, first I want you to understand what it is we'll be covering if we decide to work together and answer a few questions you may have. So first, who will benefit from this program? This program is designed for moms who understand the value of creating a personal brand and digital product. Someone who knows the potential of creating a digital product but just doesn't know where to get started. Creators who already have an audience but aren't sure how to monetize it. Someone starting from scratch that wants an exact roadmap to follow. Someone who wants to create a passive income stream by leveraging digital products and is willing to do the groundwork to get it all set up. What results can you expect from this program? This program was designed to give you a step-by-step roadmap to choose a profitable niche, start your email list, create a digital product, and build a passive income funnel that does the selling for you, even if you have a small audience or are just getting started. How will this program be delivered? This program is a work at your own pace online course that will teach you everything I've taught you today, but in greater detail with resources and tools like templates and checklists and very specific video tutorials. I'm going to teach you how to choose the multidimensional personal brand and a profitable niche based on your life experiences, your story, your passion, your niche, your talent, your specialty. We go into all of that. Your niche is just one piece of the puzzle. You want to combine all of that into one brand. We're going to conduct overall market research based on the last 5 years of trends that Google will give you to help you find a sustainable niche that's not a flash in the pan. We're going to find your avatar, and we are going to really hone in on your natural talent and the problem that you can help people solve. Next, we're going to do a wide and deep content strategy using my content vortex. You got a small little picture of that, but inside that entire thing, we're talking long form, meaning blog, podcast, or YouTube, short form, meaning TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts, the content vortex, a mobile flex Insta Pro. It's a way to consolidate everything on your phone to make posting on the go easy, and content type training. We go deeper into all those buckets I talked about earlier. We are going to talk about a buyer's list build. I'm going to show you how to build an email list full of buyers that want to buy your product, intro to email marketing, how to build your lead magnet, including tutorials. Then you're going to gain access to a 3-part welcome series template, a 10-part sales series template, and 20 email subject line templates to make your email seamless, flawless, easy to implement, and that drives results. You're going to get the irresistible digital product training, how to build a digital product or online course that stands out in the market and will be profitable for years to come using the multidimensional method. I'm going to basically go deep into the psychology of why this works, how to build it out, how to apply it to your specific topic and your specific idea. And Launchpad, your super launch strategy to maximize sales. Here's where we write your sales page, automate your emails funnel, do your email campaigns. We do Instagram stories that sell, Instagram sales campaign, and how to leverage social proof. And then we're going to make it passive. We're going to turn it passive by installing a tripwire and an automated sales funnel. And I'll go into detail in the course about exactly what those are. And this is basically the secret to making sales without having to sell. That's what the passive income is. And you can even talk, one of the things Shay said in her training, and a lot of my clients will say is like, I love that I don't actually have to sell, because when you install a tripwire and have your automated sales series, your emails do the selling for you. You don't even have to sell on social. So inside this course, we're going to go over everything you have. The practicality of it is it's 7 modules that cover each foundational element of creating and launching a digital course, plus 20 detailed video tutorials, multiple workbooks and check sheets, software recommendations, and 3 separate email swipe files. And I've added free bonuses for those who choose to act now and who stick to the end of this training. The bonuses these are pretty cool, I have to say. Our Canva one-on-one and tech tutorials. So basically what I did was I made tutorials on exactly what you need to know in Canva and tech. So you don't have to know all of Canva or all of Google. You just have to know these things in order to create your digital product, and they complement the training. So it's going to make sense. And then the double bonus is the template vault. I'm giving you access to all of my templates, my ebooks, my product mockups, my presentation templates, my email opt-ins. This is a huge value. They're already designed. It's literally plug and play, stupid simple and easy to edit. I also show you how to edit. So those bonuses alone are $120 value that I'm giving to you for free just for enrolling in this program. And now you're probably like, okay, but how much is the program? And I'm going to get to that right now. But first, I want you to consider this. This package includes the Profitable Niche workshop, which is usually $197, the multidimensional content strategy workshop, which is usually $289, the buyer's list build, that's a $397 value. Your irresistible digital product is a $97 value. Launchpad Made Easy is a $399 value, and Make It Passive is a $349 value. This is what these products would cost standalone. But so everything together would typically cost you $1,700. Well, a little bit over that, $1,728. Not to mention all the time and heartache you will save by having lifetime access to all of this information in a step-by-step roadmap form at your fingertips. This program contains hours and hours of research, testing, and experimenting. I basically put all of my failures, taken them, learned from them, made a better way, and consolidated them into this course. And it's packaged up in an easy to follow guide just for you. But because you've taken the time to watch this training and have stuck around to the end, I'm going to give you this entire training as a one-time offer. And you can start the whole offer for everything we've just talked about. You can get today for $499, and you can actually start for as little as $46. And that's because I have a payment processing system that can divide your payments into payment plan. So you can literally start today for $46 and start working this entire business and be making money selling digital products to actually pay for itself, because that's the way I roll, and that's what you can totally do, and that's what many of my clients have done. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've spent years perfecting my method, my course, everything I wanted to teach. But then I wanted to make sure that it worked for other people, which is why I took on one-on-one clients to prove that this could work, be replicated, which it has. And this is the first time ever that I'm actually opening it up to a work at your own pace so that you can take it and run with it. So here's the catch. The deadline to sign up for this offer and take advantage of this special opportunity is this Sunday at 11:59 p.m. And the reason is because I'm only offering this for a short time, because it is a work at your own pace, but anyone who enrolls before Sunday is going to have access to me via Instagram DM. So where I will help you review. Once you pick your niche, I'll review it with you. I'll review your lead magnet. I'll review your digital product. I'll review your sales page. And I can only offer that to so many people. So your next step is to enroll now to hold your spot for this offer. You should be getting an email very soon, if not right now, that has the link to join. Don't share that with anyone. It's the first time this link has been released, and you can enroll there. The countdown on this offer is right before 12 p.m. on Sunday, 12 a.m. on Sunday. What's included in this offer? Everything we've talked about in this training. Everything we've talked about in the training, plus more, is included in this offer, and you can start for as little as $46. All you have to do if you want to do the payment plan, when you click to register, okay, here's the total cost. But if you come down here, you can pick any of these payment methods or payment plans. You can break it up in as little as $46, but you can pick other ones too. There's tons of options there, okay? I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about this course, please send me an email or pin me on Instagram, and I'd be happy to answer any questions. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.